with us, Jeremy. We understand we have someone who was near the scene when all this unfolded, who's on the phone with us right now. His name is David. David, can you hear us?
Certainly.
David, describe for us kind of what you saw, where you were at, what happened.
Well, we live right at the corner of Nettleton Gulch and Maple Leaf Drive. It's the staging area for everything that is happening. There's, starting around 1:30, 2 o'clock, we've had approximately 60 to 80 vehicles. Everybody from Spokane, Rathdrum, Northern Lakes, Post Falls, Coeur d'Alene, officers, FBI, tactical units that have come. It is approximately a mile and a half from where the active shooter or shooters, we're not sure which. I've talked to several of the officers and the 2 firefighters that are killed, and then also they don't know if there's any other shooters or any other casualties. But it has been the biggest thing that they're worried about right now is the fire, more so than they are the shooters coming down Canfield. There's probably 60 enforcement officers between us and the shooter. We're in a safe area, hopefully. That's what's been happening. The 2 victims that were taken away are the first 2 firefighters that were on the scene. So that's about all I know. Is a lot of activity, a lot of prayer, a lot of officers that are worn out, fire department, and they have been absolutely great. Like I said, there's been at least 60 vehicles up and down this road all afternoon. So at this point, we don't know anything else except that the shooter is still up there.
David, you live on Nettleton Gulch Road. That is part of the shelter in place right now from the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office. Did a sheriff deputy or anyone come to your door telling you about the situation?
3 of them did.
What did they say?
The last one that came asked for my American flag that I've got flying. I just happened to have 3 spares inside the garage I gave him. I'm assuming they were for the firefighters that they were taking out. They also told me tonight, make sure everything is locked up, make sure your drapes are shut, and make sure you're armed.
David, I'm just curious. I assume you've lived in that area for quite some time. Just kind of your reaction to this unfolding in your quote-unquote backyard.
Well, yes, I was born and raised in the area. We have been here for 55 years, and it kind of reminds me of a couple of other shootings that we've had, Ruby Ridge, and the other one with the kids that were involved. I can't remember the names. Just not very far from us. But the main thing to remember is this is not a usual situation. This is something that happens very, very few times, and I've had folks call me from all over the United States, the West Coast, that we have friends and previous clients that making sure we're okay. They're hearing different things on the news, especially the information they're getting is not accurate. And so, am I surprised that this happened? I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed. But we still live in an extremely safe area. and I would not be in any other place in the United States to live.
Yeah, David, appreciate it.
Yeah, we're taking a look right now, a live picture from the scene. And David, you talked also about the fire threat. And are you seeing flames or smoke from where you live?
I can see smoke. There are no flames. They can't get to the fire because of the shooter or shooters. And so that's what, if any wind picks up and heads our way, we're going to be evacuating quite quickly.
Yeah. David, we really appreciate your time and taking the time to chat with us today. I appreciate it. Stay safe. And again, thank you. David brought up a good point on the phone. There was a lot of information on social media. A lot of the information is not confirmed. We're bringing to you just confirmed information from our reporters on the scene or from the sheriff himself that he brought to us during that press conference. And to that end, just to recap where we are at, we are now more than 5 hours into this situation. It all began, the call for the fire came in at 1:20. The firefighters responded at around 1:30, 2 o'clock in that time frame, and that's when the shooting happened. 2 have been shot and killed. There could be more victims up on the mountain. Crews just say right now they don't know. There's at least one shooter. There could be more. The sheriff said that person or persons are armed with what he called modern-day sporting rifles, high-powered rifles, firing in quick succession at them. So that's where they're at right now, trying to find and neutralize the threat, as the sheriff said. And when they can do that, they can address the fire and try to figure out if there are any other people up there.
And as of 5 o'clock, at least, the sheriff said during that press conference that they were still actively receiving gunfire, sniper fire is what he said, and that they are prepared if he's given his deputies the go-ahead if they get a clear shot to neutralize the suspects.